What's good, YouTube? Before you start this video, please unsubscribe and resubscribe so that YouTube knows you're still interested in this content. And also hit the notification bell. I think I'll have to say that every video for a while because YouTube is just deactivating subscribers and not showing anybody any of my content. So with that said, today I want to talk about getting more out of your relationship, specifically by loving your partner in a way that they themselves want and need to be loved, and not in the way that we prefer to love. A lot of times we feel unappreciated. We feel unseen. We feel unheard. We feel uncared for, right? But a lot of that resentment that we start to grow in our hearts stems from not feeling appreciated, right? Not feeling like people understand the sacrifices we make for our relationships, not understanding the weight and the effort that we're putting into our relationships. Most of the time, we'll grow in resentment when we don't feel noticed in that way until we start taking away the privilege of our love in the ways we think we're giving them what they need, when in fact, it's actually us giving them what we would need if we were them. A lot of people I talk to, a lot of my clients when I'm on the phone, a lot of the couples I talk to, when we get down to the nitty gritty of it, they're not necessarily loving each other in the way that the other or each other would want or desire. They individually are usually doing things that they themselves would want, hoping to be appreciated for loving the other partner adequately. And that's just not how we receive love. For instance, a woman might want flowers. She might want candy. She might want a man to make plans. She might want certain romantic gestures, right? And because of those things that she desires, the way she relates to him is to offer those types of things to him. Not necessarily flowers, but the other romantic things that would make her heart warm. She would offer those things to her husband or her boyfriend or her partner or spouse. The thing is this, though, she could do that for 2 or 3 years and not really get the response that she's looking for. And all of a sudden it hits her, man, he doesn't appreciate me. I do this, I do that, I do this, I do that, right? Whether it be her cooking, her cleaning, specifically, even in my house, cleaning. My wife likes when I clean. I like when she cleans too, but that's not a thing that's that important to me because our house is never really that damn dirty, despite what she says. It's not really that dirty. So, for a time, many years ago, my wife would be loving me through the way that she needs to be loved. When I clean, it's very helpful to her. When I clean, it means something. When I give her flowers, it means a lot. Her doing similar things for me doesn't really do much. So it's easy for me to forget to say, oh, wow, this is awesome. It looks beautiful in here. Or it's easy for me to not necessarily show the amount of appreciation for the thing that she's done, the thing that she's laid out in front of me as love, because that's not how I receive love, right? I have a completely different love language. I have a completely different system that makes me feel, that causes me, that triggers me to feel, right? So what I want to say is love your partner in the way that triggers them to feel, not in the way that you would be triggered to feel. Most of the time, the resentment, the frustration, the not feeling appreciated is directly stemming from us not actually giving our partner what they need, but us giving them what we would need. And that's what is causing a lot of issues and a lot of resentment in relationships. Long term, as much as they should appreciate you for doing this thing because it's amazing, or you should appreciate them for doing this other thing because it's sweet. If it's not a thing that gives you the feels, if it's not the thing that makes you feel valued, if it's not the thing that touches you or triggers you emotionally, you ultimately will eventually disappoint them with your reaction or with your reciprocation of said thing, right? And so take some time, talk to your partner, get to know how they actually receive love and which portions of the relationship you do well in that make them feel loved, valued, cared for, desired, right? Do more of the things that they need, not the things that you would need. Customize the love you give them to their needs and experiences, not yours. Most of the time, when I'm talking to couples who are having issues about, not feeling appreciated or reciprocation of any kind, when they start to customize the love they give, instead of just say, I did this great thing, you should appreciate it, their relationships change. A lot of people have the fire completely gone in their relationship. The relationships are completely cold. They're not even making eye contact on a day-to-day basis. But it's because they've been great, but they've been great in ways that were not great to each other. They've been great in ways that did not really affect each other. And it's okay to do those things and continue to be great in the ways that you are naturally great. Continue to be great in the ways that you would hope someone would be great to you. But don't disallow them the pleasure and the fulfillment in the relationship by making them or requiring them to appreciate one desirable thing that you think is good for the thing that they actually like. Okay? If what makes me feel important is words of affirmation or quality time, then as much as you cook and clean and give me surprise gifts, it's nice, thanks. It might put a smile on my face, but it doesn't do what it would do if I did that for you, right? It might give you it might impact you on a level 10. It probably does a level 4 for me. It just depends. Okay, so just be very careful. Even like when you think about like gift giving, right? Some people are sentimental. They would much rather you paper mache, putty, put together and paint a gift that's custom to them from you, from your heart, than they would for you to go buy an expensive gift, right? Now, if you had a partner or if you're the partner who would prefer the diamond ring and you have a partner who prefers the paste, putty, and paper mache because it's from the heart and it's creative and it's custom to them, if you give them a diamond ring, they're not going to appreciate it. But if you give them the paste, putty, paper mache, they're going to feel loved, right? And at that point, they're going to feel more connected to you. So in trying to feel more connected to your partner, just make sure you're customizing what you give them based on their needs. That's all I want to say. So with that said, if you need help in your dating life or your marriage, or you just need somebody to talk to, go to kevhick.com and book a call with me. If not, just follow me at kevhick24 on Instagram, and I'll see you all later. Look, for those of you who aren't in a relationship but hope to be in one soon, I suggest you get my new Date Smarter, Not Harder dating tracker and journal. I made this journal for some of my clients and I thought I'd share it with you all. It includes some dating tips from me, positive things to look for, red flags, reflections pages, text and convo trackers, date recaps, evaluations for up to 10 individual guys, and a daily love life journal. There's also an instructional on how to vet and evaluate a man, complete with the questions you need to ask him to make sure he's right for you. Both the physical and the digital copies can be found at kevhick.com.